Hi there. So we are looking at a tricky idiom question from the official guide. So what you do is you pause the video, you try the question by yourself, see if you can spot the idiom, come back, and then we'll try it. Okay. So the idiom, in case you have noticed, is basically pronounced. So there is pronounced and there is pronounced as. Which of those is the correct idiom now? You see, both of them are actually correct, but both of them have different usages. So when you talk about the literal pronunciation of a word, the correct idiom is pronounced as. Something is always pronounced as something. But when you use pronouns like a declaration, like in this particular sentence, when you use pronouns like a declaration, then it does not take an as. Then it's only pronounced. I pronounce you the king of the world, not I pronounce you as the king of the world. So in this particular sentence, since we are not talking about the literal pronunciation, option C and D can be eliminated because they get the idiom wrong. The other three options we'll take a look at. So his translation and translating, I actually prefer translating is shorter. So I'll look at E first. So he began translating the Iliad, a work that had taken 7 years to complete. That's a big problem. And so two problems I've seen now. One is had taken, the past perfect tense. There are no two things happening at different times in the past in this sentence. So why will I use the past perfect tense? The second problem, you're saying two things about the work. Remember parallel structure. Since you're saying two things about the work, one thing is it took or it had taken 7 years to complete. The second thing is Samuel Johnson pronounced it the greatest translation. Since you're saying two things, after and you will have to repeat that. A work that had taken and that, because that will then bring the second part back to work or connect it to work. That's the other problem with E. So E is totally wrong. So now I'm looking at what A and B. So A has no verb taking him. The verb is gone. B is perfect. The simple past tense took is what we needed. I'm sure that is being repeated. It is being repeated over here. So B is the correct answer to our question. So the idiom was pronounced in this case, but as you can see, there were other things also being tested apart from just idioms. You can now continue reading through the book.